emotions. They're helping you to step into your authority, to become the boss of who you are.
You're gonna lose a lot of people when you start climbing to the top. And just because it gets lonely, it doesn't mean that you should stop. I've been so intentionally lonely these days because the path I'm on isn't meant for group conversation. For some eras of your growth, you can only bloom in isolation. So it's just been months of being by myself, locked inside my room. The caterpillar season ended and I was forced into my cocoon. In the beginning, it's confusion. And just when you think you're about to die, the chrysalis cracks open and reveals this butterfly. But the scary part of emerging is you don't know what taking flight brings, and everyone tells you change is beautiful, but butterflies can't see their wings, and everything happens so fast once you start moving with intention. You have to hold space for your evolution and give in to your ascension. You have to accept that you're not the you that you know and step back and see who's at the core, because this person you're becoming is not someone you've met before, so let them soar. Let them become who they're meant to be, even if you don't understand it, because the life that's lived a purpose ain't never gonna look how you planned it. There's 3 parts to every journey. It's the start, middle, and end, and you'll never know what point you at until you're brave enough to begin, so go ascend.
Good morning, darlings. So, remember in my last video I said that my channel will be falling under a couple umbrellas, like pillars that I want to focus on for this whole self-reinvention, this whole glow up, grow up. So, one of the pillars was lifestyle or self-refinement. And one of the things that falls under that for me is building skills and talents. So I did a thing. Wait. It came last night. So I've been researching this for a minute, and I've always wanted to play this instrument. And I really do enjoy classical music. My favorite composer is Antonio Vivaldi, but I've always wanted to play the violin, so we're gonna do it. And I'm not gonna be taking like formal tutoring or formal lessons at the moment, maybe later on. Right now I'm just gonna focus on being self-taught. I did a lot of research. I purchased just about everything that I needed, at least to begin, before I even got the violin. So I had that stuff sitting waiting there. And I also created a playlist on YouTube where, like a personal playlist on YouTube of like lessons and just information that I should know and stuff like that. So it came last night. Let me, oh my God, please. Let's open it. I wanted to wait until it came last night. I wanted to tear it open last night, but I was like, no, the lighting wasn't good. And then I was like, I wanted to open it with you guys. So, and that's the whole point of the channel, to like take you guys on the journey with me. So let's open it together. Okay, I'm going to have to put this camera up. I'm going to have to put you guys on the tripod. I'll be right back. that's that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. Look at her. Oh yeah, guys. I forgot to mention that these are the beginner books that I purchased. This one, Learn to Play Violin for Adult Beginners. I'm not so crazy about this book, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna read it through anyway and practice from it anyway. I don't like how the book is written. And it's just missing some things that I really wish were in here. So, yeah, not too crazy about this one. And then this one is a popular one for beginners. The Suzuki Violin School Volume 1. And I flipped through this one. This one's pretty good. I like this one. Really goes into better detail than this one. So yeah, I feel like these two books combined with the lessons that I downloaded or the lessons that I saved to my playlist on YouTube will be a great start. So yeah. And also forgot to mention that I am currently studying Japanese. So yeah, I'm doing a lot. But studying Japanese has been pretty fun so far. But yeah. That's what I'm up to right now. Violin and Japanese. I'm just gonna carry out 2025 just kind of studying these two things for right now. There are other languages that I would like to learn and other instruments that I want to learn, but I'm gonna start off with these for right now. And I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna rush it and so I'm gonna take baby steps with both of these and just work my way up to, I guess, fluency. I don't know if I'll get to fluency with Japanese. And then being able to play, where I'm not hurting anyone's ears with the violin. All right, guys. Okay, so I think this is a good time for a little retail therapy break. So let's take a look at some of the goodies I recently picked up. Let's start with our Black-owned brands. First up, we have the fine fragrance I Am Her from Forever Mood. It's described as a rich, cakey gourmand, sweet, fruity floral, and it has notes of red velvet, pear, and oud. Next, we have the fine fragrance L'amour from Brown Girl Jane. This is a clean beauty product, which means it doesn't contain any parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and mineral oils. It's also vegan friendly and cruelty free. It has a fresh scent with notes of Italian lemon, coconut water, and sandalwood. Okay, moving on to Black-owned cosmetics, we have Juvia's Place with the Nubian Earth Lip Reflective Gloss in the colors Oasis and Mirage. These go on very nicely and have a non-sticky feel to me. However, I don't apply this heavily, just a little touch to give me just a bit of subtle shimmer. Okay, we have another item from Juvia's Place, the volumizing gloss stick in the colors Rose and So Peach. These are very creamy and have a nice amount of pigment to them. Again, I just lightly dab this on the lips for a little flush of color. I also like to blend these and layer these with other lip products. Next, we have Danessa Myricks Flushed Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder for face and lips. This one is in the color Rosé and Brunch. This has a cream formula that has a matte finish, and it is also vegan friendly. For our next item, we have LYS Beauty with the No Limits Cream Bronzer and Contour Stick in the color Honest. It has a natural radiant finish, and this is also a clean beauty product. It contains rosehip oil, green tea extract, and sodium hyaluronate to plump and improve the look of fine lines. And it's also vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. We have another item from LYS Beauty, and this is the Skin Loyalty Setting Spray. She's lightweight, has a soft matte finish, and it's made with cucumber extract, green tea, and aloe leaf juice. This is also a clean beauty product. And last but not least, for our Black-owned brands, we have these luxe sunglasses from Lorvay in the style Show Off. These were actually sold out for a little minute on the website, but once they restocked, I snatched them up. They're well made, clean, lightweight, and very stylish, and I honestly believe that they would elevate just about any outfit. Okay, so next I purchased this mini Laura Mercier translucent ultra blur setting powder. It's talc free and it has a weightless finish. I typically tend to order the mini sizes in makeup because I really don't wear much makeup. I'm more so a skincare girly, so makeup tends to sit there for me, but that's a little tip. If you don't wear a lot of makeup on a daily basis, purchase the mini sizes, and that way you don't waste your money and waste good product. Moving right along, we have the Ilia True Skin Radiant Priming Serum. This is also a clean beauty product. It has a radiant finish, it's silicone free, it's breathable, and it also helps to protect the skin against harmful environmental stressors, as well as give you a great base for your makeup. Next, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner in the color Foxy Brown. We have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lash Mascara and the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in the color Love. We also have this Charlotte Tilbury Classic Eye Powder Pencil in the color Classic Brown, but unfortunately I think this is discontinued. I purchased this because I wanted a brown eyeliner for more of a daytime look. Next, we have the Cali Ray Hideaway Color Corrector in the color Sunset. It's a clean beauty product. It's lightweight, buildable, non-caking, hydrating, and it's also non-comedogenic. Really not too much to say about this one, just some really pretty makeup brushes and makeup sponges that I picked up on Amazon. Same here, really not too much to say, just some inexpensive yet very pretty jewelry pieces that I picked up on Amazon, and I will be utilizing these until I am ready to invest in some fine jewelry pieces. Okay, and this last item, this was actually a gift. It is the Coach Empire Carryall 26 and the New York Billfold wallet. The carryall features a buttery soft glove tanned leather, center zip component, inside snap pocket, fabric lining, 4 protective feet at the base, and a detachable shoulder strap. It's a very clean, classic everyday bag that I feel like can be dressed up or down. The billfold features an outside zip coin pocket, 8 credit card slots, a snap closure, and a full-length bill compartment. Hey guys, so if this is your first video of mine that you're seeing, in my last video titled Don't Eat the Lotus Flowers, I touched on in that video about like where I've been for the past 2 years. I've been away from my channel, and just how I kind of got lost in my comfort zone, and how now I'm like feeling a very strong pull to get back to certain things and to kick the comfort zone and move in a better direction. Yeah, I feel like I kind of overstayed in the comfort zone, and now it's time to pack up my bags from out of there and get going. So there are things that I used to do when, like before those 2 years, that kind of just kept me grounded and just helped me to maintain myself and my health and well-being, and just these were things that made me feel really good when I would do them and stay consistent with them. And I haven't been doing those things the past 2 years. So one of those things is body and wellness. I did mention in my last video how this journey and my channel are going to fall under a few pillars. The first one was like getting back to my inner work and energy work. The second one was, I think, body and wellness. And then there's self-care and beauty, and then lifestyle refinement, or lifestyle or self-refinement. And so for the body and wellness, I need to start out with just being gradual, but just getting back into moving my body. So I want to get some stretches in. I'm currently sitting on my mat. And I think I'm just going to ease myself back into this. I'm going to be kind to myself because, like I said, it's been 2 years, and I'm telling you right now, like, my body is tight, stiff. My hips are locked up. Everything's just, my hamstrings are like thick rubber bands that haven't been pulled in forever. And I just need to get my blood flowing. I need to get my blood pumping. I need to feel in my body again, because here's the thing. I'm the kind of person who I'm always in my head, right? Always in my head, always analyzing, always overthinking, just always up in here. And I have a lot of mental energy, and I feel like I need, over the past 2 years, I've been up here way too much. And it's time for me to really settle into my body, settle back into my body. I need some grounding energy. Okay. I need to feel my muscles. I need to feel that little burn. I need to work out. I need to stretch. I need to go for walks out in nature and just connect with nature. I need to walk barefoot on the grass. I need to do all the things just to get that grounding energy back. And I also feel like stretching and focusing on what I'm doing will help me bring my mind back to the present moment, instead of just flailing off in every direction. It'll help me to focus on what I'm doing. It'll help me when I'm like balancing and stretching certain muscles and groups and stuff like that. I feel like it will help me to focus on that present moment. It's kind of hard to focus on anything else when your muscles are burning and where you feel like you're going to fall because you're trying to hold your balance. So it's very good for that, I feel like. Also, I kind of feel like I've been just like tightly wound, and like I need to just, you know what I mean? Just kind of like release. And I don't know, like, I don't know how to put it, but I just feel like I really need to just release tension in my body. And I also feel like releasing physical tension in my body would actually help me to release mental tension, if that makes sense. So yeah, especially like in my hips and my shoulders, and I just really need to get moving again. So this used to be like a really nice thing for me. I would romanticize the whole thing. It would be like, I would make it a ritual, honestly. It was something very sacred, and like I would make my tea, and then I would light my candles, and I would smudge my space, and I would put on something very comfortable, and I would put on some really nice music. And then I would just get to stretching. I would just stretch and just be with myself and love myself and be present in the moment and just feel like my body release, and just, I really need to get back to that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a few stretches in, and I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to break it up a little bit, like maybe stretches one day and then the next day a little fitness, stretches the next day, then fitness, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, I just want to get some stretches in. Like I said, I'm going to do it gradually and then work my way up. So what I'm really aiming for is to get my flexibility back, like ample flexibility back and range of movement in my body. So baby steps, baby steps. So yeah, I think that's it. Let's get started, because I don't want to get myself into making excuses and lollygagging and all that kind of stuff. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's start out by making a nice hot cup of tea. One of the best decisions I've ever made was creating a little tea nook or tea station in my bedroom. I know that may seem a little odd to some, but when I tell you, it has been absolutely brilliant. I wanted all the perks you get, like from staying in a really nice hotel room. In my room at home, you know how some hotel rooms have like a coffee station equipped with coffee maker, a selection of pods and tea bags, sweeteners, creamers. You'll have a little mini bar, mini fridge, and snacks. Well, that's what I did in my home. Instead, I don't drink coffee, I drink tea, so I created a tea station. It's been great for those very early mornings when I'm not quite ready to go downstairs and start flicking on lights and putting the kettle on and all that. It's been great for those like cozy rainy weekends, or when I'm on my cycle and I just want to relax in bed with a hot cup of tea. It's also been great when I'm about to do my stretches or even a V-steam and I want a hot cup of tea beforehand. It's just been a really beautiful convenience. And one of the things I want to get back into on this divine feminine alchemy journey is the art of self-nurturing, self-pampering, and self-soothing in healthy ways. life is already a bit of a challenge at times, and if I can add beauty and bliss to my environment in whatever way I can, that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting off with some foam rolling just to help kind of tenderize those muscles and ligaments that I have not been moving in the past 2 years. Foam rolling is it's really good for a bit of superficial myofascial release. The fascia is just like this thin covering of connective tissue that's threaded throughout the whole body. It helps to provide internal structure, but it also has nerves, which can make it as sensitive as skin, and stress, dehydration, and being sedentary can cause it to tighten up and become stiff and glue-like. And when we are well watered, healthy, active, happy, it's more supple and flexible. I honestly just spent this session kind of feeling out my body and trying to see how much work I really have ahead of me. I just kind of refamiliarized myself with my practice, I guess. Since this vlog series is called The Divine Feminine Alchemy Diaries, let me just go ahead and treat it like an actual diary by being transparent and saying that I don't like where I am. I'm not pleased with this at all. Like, I'm sitting here editing this post recording and all I can do is sigh, like, girl. Because I'm looking at a reflection of my past choices, my past actions, my past habits that really just kept me cut off from being my best self. The woman that I see in my visualizations, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. And it's because my actions haven't been aligning with my thoughts and my words. And that goes for several aspects and areas of my life and my self-concept. So all I can do is start right now where I am. It's uncomfortable. It's cringy. It's awkward and unappealing. I don't know, I guess that makes for a good comeback story, but there's no way out but through, I guess. I have to love myself through it unconditionally. I have to love myself enough to choose myself and guide myself through it. This is the work. Like, sometimes when I think about the things that I want to achieve and the things that I want to experience, I feel like I am looking at Mount Kilimanjaro and I'm looking at it from the base of the mountain. Like, I haven't even started the climb yet. So right here you see me trying to massage out my hips. I'm kind of like in somewhat of a frog position and just trying to open and stretch my hips and the groin area. And so I just kind of reach back and massage out the hips because they are very tight. So if you notice, in several of these positions, I just kind of do a gentle rocking or swaying. First, it's just kind of mentally soothing, just to kind of rock and sway like that. But it also kind of helps with the stretching a bit. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just more comfortable to kind of gently rock and sway myself while I'm trying to hold certain positions. You see my face there, like, I just couldn't believe how tight my hamstrings were. So yeah, I mean, in the past, I have been able to get my chest and my stomach like flat against my legs and wrap my hands underneath my, like the soles of my feet, like on the bottoms of my feet. And now I am so far away from that. It's just like, ugh. Anyway, girl, we'll get it back. I'm just going to continue to put one foot in front of the other until we get it back and some. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.